So my annual quota for 2023 was to close $800,000 in software. So let's see how I did. Now, if you've been following me on LinkedIn, I've been posting every single Friday my stats for the week. The losses, the wins, closed deals, the deals lost to competitors. I've shared everything. So today we're gonna be going through my 2023 performance. Did I hit my quota? How many deals did I close? What was the biggest deal I closed? How many deals did I lose? We're gonna go through it all. The goal here with my content is to really share behind the scenes of what it's like to be an account executive, what it takes to actually hit your quota or what it takes to actually miss your quota. So we're gonna be going through each of the 4 quarters and my annual performance to see if I hit my number or not. And at the very end, we're gonna talk about President's Club. One of the biggest cheat codes you can do as a salesperson is start the year off hot. This will put you in a great position to be in towards the end of the year and hopefully not have you stressing too much. So in Q1 of 2023, I closed 7 deals with an ACV, an average contract value, that's just the average size of your deals, of $84,373. I closed 2 6-figure deals, and the biggest deal this quarter was a $173,000 per year deal on a 2-year agreement. So that put me at an amazing start to 2023, finishing at 292%. Okay, on to Q2. So Q2 actually was my least performing quarter. I closed 1 deal. It was an $88,000 deal. It was competitive. It was a really great deal actually, so I'm happy I got that one in. But with that 1 deal at $88,000, it put me at 50% of my Q2 number. So at the midway point of the year, I'm standing at 84% of my annual number. Now let's move on to Q3. In Q3, I only closed 2 deals. I closed a $75,000 deal and a $47,000 deal. So the average contract value there was $61,250. With those 2 deals, it landed me at 65% of my Q3 number. So we crushed Q1, we had a not so great Q2, followed by another not so great Q3. But like I said earlier in the video, if you can start the year off hot, this will really help you out and take a lot of stress off the rest of the year. Although I missed my Q2 and Q3 numbers, since I had such a great Q1, by the end of Q3, I have hit 100% of my annual number, closing $801,000 worth of software on a quota of 800,000. Anything more in Q4 that I close is just icing on the cake. Now, one of the great things about being in tech sales is the accelerators. Let's say you get paid 5% of every deal that you close. Now, if you hit 100% of your number, instead of that 5%, you now will get 7%, for example. Those are just random numbers I made up. So every deal that you close on top of your quota, you will get an extra % kicker to your payout. This is where you can make real money. So we're going into Q4. I'm sitting at 100% of my number, and typically Q4 is a great time of year to close business. So let's see how I did. So in Q4, I closed 6 deals with an average contract value of $76,119. My goal this year was to close 4 6-figure deals, 1 per quarter. I only closed 2 in Q1. I didn't close any the rest of the year, but in Q4, I closed 2 6-figure deals, allowing me to hit my personal goal. I also closed one of the biggest deals I've ever closed in my entire sales career. It was a 2-year, $208,000 per year deal, and it's actually displacing a competitor. So this was one of my most proudest, financially well paid out deals I've ever closed. From closing those 6 deals, I finished Q4 at 198% of my Q4 number. And you already know, the accelerators kicked in. So if we look for the annual performance, we crushed Q1, we had a poor Q2 and Q3, and we had an amazing Q4. And that's what sales is all about. It is a roller coaster. You have great weeks, you have poor weeks, you have great months, you have bad months, you have amazing quarters, you have bad quarters. But you have to roll with the punches. And if you roll with the punches long enough, you'll come out on top. So for the year, on an $800,000 quota, I closed $1.26 million worth of SaaS, finishing at 157% of my annual number. This was the most revenue I've ever brought in 1 calendar year. Now let's talk about President's Club. President's Club is an award given to salespeople. Typically, it's an all paid for trip where you can bring a +1 and celebrate your accomplishments. It is one of the most coveted sales awards you can possibly win. Now, at my company, Demandbase, in order to qualify for President's Club, you have to at least hit 110% of your annual number, and you have to be in the top 20% of salespeople. So with my stats here, I do qualify for President's Club. I didn't officially make it yet. We do find out at our sales kickoff event in San Francisco in February in a few weeks, where they have an award ceremony, and that's when I will officially find out. And of course, I'll be sharing the results with you there. My manager also sent me this giant bottle of champagne, Veuve Clicquot. Am I saying that right? I have no idea. This is literally 1.5 liters. I don't even really like champagne, but you gotta celebrate the wins. And he sent a note with this bottle. He said, "Vin, congrats on a record-breaking year. You're an inspiration for greatness and proof of what is possible. Honored to work with you." I mean, That's incredible. I think one of the most challenging things with sales is that it is such a performance-based role and the scoreboard starts over so frequently. So you can have the best month of your life, but then the next month following, you're back at zero. You can have the best quarter of your life, right? I had an insane Q1, finished at 292%. And once Q2 arrived, I'm back at zero. You work your ass off at the end of Q4, especially in December, trying to get all the deals you have left in. Like I literally closed a deal on New Year's Eve, which was a Sunday, just to show you that deals are coming in nonstop at the end of the year. So you work your ass off to get to that point. The new year occurs and all of a sudden the dashboards are at zero. All that work almost for nothing. You have this extreme high of like crushing your number. And then all of a sudden everyone's at the same even playing field. And in sales, we have this mindset of chasing the next thing, chasing the next thing, chasing the next thing, chasing the next deal, chasing the next opportunity, chasing the next meeting. And we often fail to actually celebrate our wins, no matter how small or how big. What I want to really make sure I do is celebrate my year from last year and not just start over, because that's how a lot of salespeople burn out. They have a great year, they start over. And even when you have a poor year, you can start over at zero. So this is just a reminder to celebrate the wins, no matter how big or how small, because it's absolutely necessary to do in sales. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in more tech sales content like this, please subscribe below. I am absolutely committed to growing this YouTube channel. I'm trying to post at least once a week, and I have been doing that into the new year so far. What I have coming up is some great content coming from Sales Kickoff in San Francisco. I have some more content on cold calling. I have some more content on inbound leads, and a lot more stuff coming your way. So if you found any value, any entertainment in this, please hit the subscribe button and stick around to find out if we made President's Club. See you guys.